That simple calculator we did in the last topic works perfectly for a business with only one product. However, Greenleaf Bakery, like other real-world businesses, also sells a variety of different items, including pastries, packaged cakes, muffins, and more. This is where things get a bit more advanced and a lot more realistic. The big question is, how do we allocate our fixed costs across different products? We can't just dump all 1.6 million Nigerian nairas of rent and salaries onto the cost of the classic sourdough loaf. That wouldn't be fair or accurate. We need a logical way to share that cost across all products. Let's explore three common methods for allocating fixed costs. Keycap 1. Production volume allocation. This is the simplest and most commonly used method. You allocate fixed costs based on how many units of each product you produce. Why this works? If you bake more of a product, that product would likely use more oven time, labor, and space. So, it makes sense for it to carry more of the fixed cost. For example, let's say you bake 5,500 items in total this month, and 2,000 of those items are classic sourdough loaves. Then, sourdough allocation will be 2,000 divided by 5,500, which equals 36%. So, 36% of your fixed costs should be assigned to the sourdough loaf, while the remaining 64% will be shared among the other products. Keycap 2 Revenue Share Number 2. Revenue Share Allocation. This method allocates fixed costs based on how much revenue each product generates. Why this works? Products that bring in more money often require more marketing, packaging, or customer service, so they can reasonably absorb more fixed costs. For example, similar to production volume allocation, if your monthly total revenue is 5 million Nigerian nairas and the packaged cake brings in 1,500,000 Nigerian nairas, then cake's allocation equals 150,000 divided by 5,000,000 equals 30%. So, 30% of your fixed costs would be allocated to packaged cake, while the other products share in the remaining 70%. Keycap 3. Number 3. Direct labor hours allocation. This method uses the number of labor hours spent on each product to allocate fixed costs. Why this works? If one product takes longer hour to make, it consumes more labor and facility time, so it should carry more of the fixed cost. For example, if your team spends 100 total hours baking this month, and 40 of those hours go into making pastries, then pastries allocation equals 40 divided by 100 equals 40%. So 40% of your fixed costs would be assigned to pastries, and the remaining 60% shared among the remaining products. Haven understood the various ways of allocating fixed costs to multiple products. We shall use the most popular method, production volume allocation. To use the production volume method, we'll add a new table to our inputs sheet. This table will help us calculate the percentage share for each product. We'll name this new table Monthly Production Volume, as shown below. Now we can calculate each product's share as a percentage of the total production. The calculation is illustrated in the video for a clear understanding. For example, sourdough loaf equals 2,000 divided by 5,500 times 100 equals 36%. Pastries equals 1,500 divided by 5,500 times 100 equals 27%. Packaged cake equals 1,000 divided by 5,500 times 100 equals 18%. Blueberry muffin equals 1,000 divided by 5,500 times 100 equals 18%. These percentages will be used to allocate the 1.6 million Nigerian nairas fixed costs to all products proportionally. With the table information, we can now create our multi-product unit cost calculator template. You'll do this in our next lesson. Get ready for activity 3.